said she'd call me yesterday morning. We were going to have some lunch, and then we were going to go shopping.
And you live where?
Across the road. We're good friends. We have been for years. And it's not like her to let me down. So I rang her several times. No answer. And that's not like her either. She always answers the phone. Well, Stephen does.
Who's Stephen?
Her son. So this morning I decided to come over. I let myself in.
You got keys to the house?
No. That door was unlocked. She never leaves the side door unlocked. Well, you know what it's like around here.
Yeah.
In here. Wait till you see her bedroom.
Sierra Oscar from 181. We're going to need CID, Sarge, and Socko.
Who are the occupiers?
A woman named Jane Deering and her 16-year-old son. No husband.
So where are they?
That's what we'd like to know.
You brought these in, did you?
No, they were there.
What, as they are on the table?
Yes.
Right, Karen, the main bedroom's at the front.
I thought I'd better not touch things, just in case.
Yesterday's and today's.
Well, Jane always reads the newspapers. She'd never just leave them.
Mrs. Deering and her son. What kind of people are they?
Oh, they have their occasional ups and downs, but who doesn't? Apart from that, they're two of the nicest people I know.
If you could just have a look around for me, see if there's anything you know might be missing.
Yes, of course. Oh, by the way, Jane's car is still here. It's still parked on the road where she always leaves it.
Is the ID here yet?
They're still on their way.
Well, we're going to need them.
Better have one of this before we lift anything.
Right. So where's the stiff, then?
There isn't one.
You'll have your work cut out then, aren't you?
When's the last time we did body fluids without a stiff?
That domestic out of Chingford.
Was it?
Let's have the other side of the bed.
You know it was. Blunt instrument and attempted dismemberment.
Oh, yeah.
Right. We're going to need a control sample.
So where does Mrs. Deering work?
Well, she doesn't at the moment. She's a teacher. School's on holiday.
What about the son?
He's unemployed, apparently.
I've given the place a thorough going over. There's no sign of a forced entry.
Anything nicked?
The neighbour, Susan White, she doesn't think so.
Thanks, Karen. How does she know?
She's a close friend of the family.
What about the car outside?
It's locked.
Keys?
They don't seem to be here.
Do you know where Mrs. Deering keeps her car keys?
Yes, with her.
And do you know if she's got any relatives we can contact?
Well, no, her parents are both dead. She has a sister living somewhere in Australia, but she's been there for years.
And she's just the one child, has she?
Yes. One's enough, isn't it?
Socko's gone, Sarge. She said she'll make another visit if you need her for a follow-up.
Right.
And I should be getting back on patrol.
Okay. Thanks, Enrique.
I'll be going by Chambers Park.
Where?
The school where Mrs. Deering teaches. I know it's holiday time, but would you like me to try and locate another member of staff? They may know something.
Yes, would you do that?
What can you tell me about Mr. Deering?
Who?
Well, your friend's husband or ex-husband, the father of the child.
Now, why would she need to have a husband in order to be a mother?
Well...
There's no Mr. Deering. There never has been.
All right. Now, can you think of anyone who will want to do these people a mischief?
No.
Miss White. Has Mrs. Deering ever let this house?
Let it?
No, had lodgers in lately.
Never. Why?
Well, you've been very helpful. Listen, if we need to talk to you more, where can we get in touch with you?
At home. I work from home.
Really? Doing what?
I write cookery books.
Oh, lucky you. Well, thanks again. Forensic had just about wrapped up. Once they'd done a patent determination on the bloodstains, checked them and checked with the local GP, they'll get back to us. What about the car?
Well, I can't get into it. So I've got traffic to come down here. I've also got someone to ring round hospitals and describe the circumstances. Have you informed the DI?
Yeah, he'll be here later. In the meantime, we continue with the investigation. It's a nice house.
Yes. Nice people. In a nice road. So what do we think?
Right now? Right now, we think the worst.
We're anxious to trace the whereabouts of Mrs. Jane Deering and her son. No, it's nothing to worry about. We just found your name in her address book, that's all. And I wondered if...
Ah.
Well, have you spoken to Mrs. Deering or her son on the phone since then, say recently? Right, thanks for your help. Bye. I thought we could circulate that.
A mother and a son who are devoted to each other.
That's what they say.
Well, that's not what this happy home is telling me.
What?
Come with me. For a loving family, there are too many no-go areas in this house.
No-go what?
Why are there two separate food cupboards in the house? One with a lock on.
Well, perhaps the kid eats too much.
Kids are supposed to eat too much. Their mothers encourage them to eat too much.
Well, perhaps this one's different.
What do you mean, different?
Well, perhaps she's economising. Look, Mrs. Deering is a teacher in an East London school. They believe in locked cupboards, and I don't blame them. Look, she just brought the habit home with her, that's all.
I'm not talking about the mother. I'm talking about the son. I found these in his room. Once for this cupboard here, once for a separate cupboard in the bathroom. The Yale key is for his bedroom door, and the lock is fairly new. His mother's not hiding anything away from him. He's been locking himself and his things away from her.
Quite a little campaigner. I wonder if he ever put it into practice.
What do you mean?
Well, he looks like a kid who believes in making statements. Maybe what we've seen in this house isn't the result of a violent struggle. It could be just another statement.
Well, you mean he caused the damage deliberately?
Well, why not?
Statements? The only statements in this house worth bothering about are the bloodstains.
So what's your bet?
Has to be an intruder. Traffic's here.
Right. Sarge! Take a look at this.
If you bring anyone back here again, I'll kill you. Where'd you find this?
In the kids' room. There's no name on it. But if Mum wrote it, you must have well and truly upset her.
She must have been more than upset to write something like this. Whatever happened to parental guidance?
I'll see if I can match it up with any other bits of handwriting around this place.
Because that is more than a note of annoyance, mate. That is a threatening letter. Not the kind of thing you'd expect from nice people.
A Renault 9. You could open a Renault 9 yourself using a coat hanger.
I know, but I just don't happen to have a coat hanger with me today. How'd you get on?
Well, I managed to locate one of the teachers at Chambers Park School. He's also the deputy head.
Good.
But he hasn't seen or heard from Mrs. Deering since the school broke up for the holidays 2 weeks ago.
There you go.
Thanks, Dan. And did this teacher know what Mrs. Deering's plans were for the holiday?
Yeah, she wasn't going away. She was staying at home.
This too.
Just what exactly are we looking for?
I don't know, mate. Could be a body.
Great.
Maybe two. And this teacher, did he have much to say about Mrs. Deering?
Few things, yeah. She and her son are both actively political, but apparently it's never interfered with her teaching, despite her temperament.
What temperament?
Well, from what I can gather, Mrs. Deering is a clever but unpredictable woman.
Unpredictable? In what way?
He says she has a violent temper.
Now, give me 5 minutes more of your time, will you? I need help with one or two perspectives.
We're going to need a handwriting expert to sort out this little lot.
It doesn't match up?
Well, it's similar to a handwriting, but it's not quite. It's the same with the son. But then again, this death threat, if that's what it is, was hardly written. It was more or less stabbed out onto the page.
Yeah, well, the capitals don't help.
No. She was obviously in a highly emotional state when she wrote it.
If she wrote it.
That woman over the road, maybe she can identify the handwriting. I'll fetch her.
Okay. You see, I'm not that much of an authority on women's clothes.
You're not?
No. Don't get me wrong, I know what I like. I like style. But I'm not that keen on fashion. I've always liked my lady friends to be well dressed, but just a little bit tarty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Which makes me an appreciator, but not an authority. Now you'd know different. Take a look at the clothes and the shoes in there, will you?
Look at them.
Well, study the woman's wardrobe as a whole. Let me know if you see anything that shouldn't be there.
You're right, Sarge. There is something wrong here.
Tell me.
Mrs. Deering's clothes. Look, they're mostly plain, but they've got style and quality. Judging by these, I'd say she'll look good any time of day. But I just can't imagine her wearing something like this. I mean, I know I haven't seen her, but I just know it's not her. There's a marked personality difference here. Same with this one. They're the only two like it, and they just don't belong.
Well, maybe they're just things that she wore years ago and keeping for old time's sake.
Well, if they are things she's kept from the past, which I doubt, she'd have packed them away in a box somewhere. And these, apart from being the wrong taste, they're the wrong size. Her shoes are a size 4, these are a size 6.
Come here. What about this little lot?
Nah, I can't see her wearing those. What's this?
Valentine's cards. No names, but a lot of love. Well, thanks for your help, Marika.
Oh, right, Sarge. Oh, Sergeant Roach is just coming down.
Right.
Miss White, could you come in here, please? I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you got any idea whose handwriting that is?
Where did you find this?
In the wastepaper basket in the boy's room.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's not exactly handwriting, is it?
But can you identify it?
No, I can't.
Because this is a very angry note. I mean, this is a protest, a shout, if you like. Now, you know these people. You know them very well. Please sit down. I mean, they're your friends.
Yes.
So maybe that's why you're trying to protect them.
Protect them.
Yes. I mean, you say they're two of the nicest people you could hope to meet. But we've had a very good look round this house, and we think differently. Now, things are wrong here. They've been wrong for some time, haven't they?
Yes.
So tell us. Help us for a change.
Well, Stephen came over to see me the evening before last, quite late. I gave him some money and I let him borrow a rucksack.
Why?
To get away. He wanted to get away from here. So I sent him to stay with some friends of mine for a while.
Where?
In Gloucestershire.
Why did he want to get away?
Because of the rows.
What rows?
Because of the rows that were going on in this house.
Rows between Stephen and his mother?
No, between Jane and her friend.
Her friend?
Her girlfriend. Jane met her a couple of months ago. She was always here. And she was threatening to move in. And that worried Stephen.
You mean he realized what his mother was up to?
Yes, that didn't worry him. It was the rows that worried him. And this girl. He just didn't like this girl. She was trouble. She tried to run things. She tried to keep him and his mother apart. She kept helping herself to his things. He didn't have any space of his own left. He even had to put locks on cupboards.
Yes, we've noticed.
So, you're saying the boy left late that evening? You came over the next day and found all this?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Because I wanted to give Stephen a chance.
To do what?
To get away from all the rows, to stay away.
Yes, we could have a murder. Possible suspect, Stephen James Deering, age 16. Address, 5 Jubilee Road.
These friends of yours in Gloucestershire, what are their names?
They're a married couple. Their name's Lloyd.
Sarge, it's Stephen Deering. He's come back home.
What's going on?
Stephen, why have you come back?
What's happened? Who did this?
You mean you don't know?
Of course not. How could I? I've been away, haven't I?
Yes, but you were supposed to stay away.
Where's my mother?
I did this for you, Stephen.
You did what?
All of it. And now he's back.
Are you saying you caused this damage?
Yes.
And upstairs?
Yes.
When?
Yesterday, after I'd hidden the axe.
Get him out of here.
Come on, Steve.
Wait in the kitchen for a while. There's a good lad. And get Data back here. Now, before you say any more, I must caution you that you do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Are you saying you killed Jane Deering?
Yes.
And when did this happen?
Late Wednesday evening, after Stephen had gone. I tried to reason with her, but she wouldn't listen to me. She wasn't interested in talking to me anymore. Or seeing me. Well, everything had gone crazy in this house. So I decided to do it.
So you killed her for the boy's sake?
No, for mine.
And this, did you write this?
Yes.
To Mrs. Deering?
Yes, but I didn't know Stephen had seen it. She must have shown it to him. I wrote that several days ago.
Mrs. Deering's body, where is it?
I wrapped it in a blanket. And I picked her up and carried her. It was difficult, but I managed. She wasn't so heavy. She was always so small and slim.
You carried her where?
Across the road. Across the road in the dark. To my home. She's in the garden. Under some leaves. Under the trees. You see, I loved her.